Start. You know that I love you from the pain in my heart. So look in my eyes and tell me that it's true. Say that you love me, please don't make me blue. With pain in my heart and blues on my mind, I'll always love you, and can you be mine? Can you be mine with another man's name? That I love you and I'm not to blame. Say that you love me and you will be mine, with the pain in your heart and blues on your mind. Say that you love me and don't say goodbye. You know that I love you, for you I would die. With pain in my heart and blues on my mind, I'll always love you, but can you be mine? Can you be mine with another man's name? You know that I love you and I'm not to blame. You love me, please don't make me blue. With pain in my heart and blues on my mind, I'll always love you, but can you be mine? Can you be mine with another man's name? You know that I love you and I'm not to blame. All right. It seems running in my head, let it slow down, I miss you so. Hold to a dream, carry it up and down, follow a star, search the world around. Hold to a dream, carry it close to me, I'm frozen in time, you alone set me free. Outside is beating down and I'm here at home and all alone. We used to taste so warm inside, now a night like this chills my bones. Hope to dream, carry it up and down, follow a star, search the world around. Hope to dream, carry it close to me, I'm frozen in time, you alone can set me free. I miss you, darling, this more and more. I'm I'm thinking of you. Late at night, lying in my sleep, I'm a dreaming of you. Hope to dream, carry it up and down, follow a star, search the world around. Hope to dream, carry it close to me, I'm frozen in time. You alone can set me free. Thank you, folks, and welcome to our show. It's really great to be here, and it's it reminds me of an après-ski gig I once played, except there's a lot more people there. It would have been a good run down Gold Hill this morning. Hope you're all keeping well and it's warm enough. You know, the 50th annual, you can't break it, you know. It's just a little test for this weather, I think, but it's just a signal that we're running strong here. We're going to do another song. Those are the first two songs. The first one's from West Virginia, the second one's from Colorado. And this one's from Tennessee. It's called I Breathe In. 1, 2, 3. Call your name. I'd be there and I know I love you. I'd breathe out and you love me just the same. The only way I know to love you is with my soul and with my heart. I can't claim to know love's ending. I can't find out where to start. When I'm walking in the morning, when I'm talking to my friend, there's a flame that burns inside me. It's a light that never ends. I'll be there and I reach out for you. I breathe out and call your name. I'll be there and I know I love you. I breathe out and you love me just the same. When you see me from a distance, I'm the same man when I'm near. And my heart is always calling, even though you cannot hear. And the shadows growing longer, in the darkness spreading round. In my dreams and in my waking, in the early morning sound. I breathe in and I reach out for you. I breathe out and call your name. I breathe in and I know I love you. I breathe out and you love me just the same. To leave you, it's gonna hurt to say goodbye. I remember all our good times as the teardrops dim my eyes. It's just all a part of the story. In our dying we can live, and all the love I am taking is all the love I have to give. Call your name. I breathe in and I know I love you. I breathe out and you love me just the same. I breathe in and I reach out for you. I breathe out and call your name. I breathe in and I know I love you.
folks, I get a little nervous. I haven't looked at my phone for like 10 minutes, and we'll sing a song about it.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Oh, I get nervous when I go out on a run.
Oh, I got that wrong.
Oh, I get nervous about the guy in the next lane, about the luggage space on the plane, about the bills I have to pay, and how long the guests will stay. I'm nervous. Well, I get hungry when I'm walking on the street. There's nothing safe to eat, but I count my calories. It brings me to my knees. I'm nervous. I got a whole new kind of need. So nervous. I better check my social feed, watch TV on my phone, and I'm afraid to be alone. I'm nervous. In this new world, they say digital is best, but I need to take a rest. I just can't find the fun in all the zeros and the ones, and I'm nervous. Every few minutes, stuff pops up on my screen, and I don't know what it means. 10 times too much news, and they're trying to confuse me. I'm nervous. I got a whole new kind of need. So nervous. Better check my social feed, watch TV on my phone, and I'm afraid to be alone. I'm nervous. Yes, I'm nervous when I go out on a run. I can't conceal my gun. They say this land is free, but they're taking aim at me, and I'm nervous. I'm just saying, this country's so divided, so much is undecided. We surely will be tested now that Donald Trump's arrested, and I'm nervous. I got a whole new kind of need, so nervous. Better check my social feed, watch TV on my phone, and I'm afraid to be alone, and I'm nervous. Got a whole new kind of need, so nervous. Better check my social feed, watch TV on my phone, and I'm afraid to be alone. I'm nervous.
Thank you so much, friends. Well, we have a new record that came out yesterday, folks. It's already old. But we're going to sing some songs from it. And this next one's about somebody who kind of looks up and their whole world has changed and they don't like it. It could be anybody, but in this case, it's a bear. Bear, he cried, but I'm more than that. There's something you need to remember. I'm an integral community member. I'm neither tame nor feral. You ignore me at your peril. I'm a bear. Bear, look behind him and side to side. He saw a tree, he could climb if he needed to hide. He'd been asleep all winter. Of course he knew he stank. He could smell that smoke coming from across the far creek bank. I'm a bear, he cried, but I'm more than that. There's something you need to remember. I'm an integral community member. I'm neither tame nor feral. You ignore me at your peril. I'm a bear. What chips and chumps where the trees had been? Piles of rocks and logs so they're building again. He said this world's gone crazy, trying to close me in. I need more room to move. And then he ran back and roared again. I'm a bear, he cried, but I'm more than that. There's something you need to remember. I'm an integral community member. I'm neither tame nor feral. You ignore me at your peril. I'm a bear. see me at the village fair. With the ring in my nose, dancing around in the square. I'd rather drink muddy water, sleep in a hollow log, than to have you try to train me like some jumping circus dog. I'm a bear, he cried, but I'm more than that. There's something you need to remember. I'm an integral community member. I didn't neither tame nor pharaoh. You ignore me at your peril. I'm a bear. Heard gunshots out on the eastern plain. Turn west to the mountain in the driving rain. He said someday I'll fight him with my back turned to the wall. Until that day I'll keep on walking, gonna keep on walking tall. I'm a bear, he cried, I'm more than that. It's something you need to remember. I'm an integral community member. I'm neither tame nor pharaoh. You ignore me at your peril. I'm a bear. Thank you, folks. Your footsteps sneaking up on me. I can see a shadow where no shadow used to be. Down here on the bottom, life is looking up, and I'm waiting on the real thing. Right now I'll call your bluff. I might take a nibble, take a closer look, but I can see the sunshine reflecting off your hood. I don't want your frying pan, I won't be your dish. Swim against the current, thinking like a fish. I'd rather be a trophy. Let me say it again. I'd rather be here swimming underneath this waterfall than to be another trophy just hanging on your wall. I'm older and I'm wiser. You know I ain't no child. The only way I got this big is loving free and wild. I might take a nibble, take a closer look, but I can see the sunshine reflecting off your hood. I don't want your frying pan, I won't be your dish. Swim against the current, thinking like a fish. My younger days back when I was in school, times I watched my best friend get played just like a fool. So watch out for that pretty thing, she catches lots of guys, or she might rip your cheek and throw you back, so look before you rise. I might take a nibble, take a closer look, but I can see the sunshine reflecting off your hood. I don't want your frying pan, I won't be your dish. Swim against the current, thinking like a fish, like a fish. Thank you, folks. I want to take a minute and introduce you to the crowd. They all know, introduce you to the band, rather. They all know each other. I'd like to introduce you to yourselves, but I don't all know all your names. I do see a lot of familiar faces, and some of which I can put names to out there. 50 years, it all does tend to run together. It doesn't seem like it's really changed that much, and I know it has, but you know how it is. You look in the mirror every day, you don't notice the changes. It's great to be back looking in the mirror with everybody here. I used to think, I was really weird, and then I started meeting people that were into bluegrass, and I realized there's a whole bunch of people like me that are weird. And it's nice to be lonesome together, high and lonesome together. Anyway, over on stage right, playing with us today again for the first time in a couple of years, please make welcome, you know him and you love him, Mr. Noam Pikelny on the 5-string banjo. What a treat. What a treat. Just love it. Over on the little fiddle from the great state of Wisconsin, and like the rest of us living in Nashville, he's a guy that, he's kind of an escape artist fiddler. He paints himself into a corner, locks himself in there, and then somehow escapes right at the end. He's one of my favorites for the live, kind of watching everything he does because you don't know what's going to happen. That's Shad Cobb on the fiddle. Shad! On the big fiddle and playing the bass and the doghouse and the upright bass also today. He's another old favorite, folks, and if you can't have fun with this guy, you can't have fun at all. We have a little club called the Bub Club, and we're all members, and I think all of you are too. That's Mr. Mike Bubb on the bass. And last but certainly not least is our mandolinist and harmony singer. She's going to sing a lead vocal on a song later in the show. I met her in Kansas, and out in Colorado they called her at the Rocky Grass. She was around, they said, that's Jan from Kansas, and it's got shortened to Jansis. And then many years later, we started dating, and she moved to Nashville, so I started calling her Janice C. And now she's our road manager, and we call her the Janager. Renee Janager Management is what it's called. That's her agency. Publishing. And as of July 31st, 2021, I call her Mrs. O'Brien. Make her welcome, Jan Fabricius. Here's a little song about neighbors and having a nice fence. Title track, the new record, Cup of Sugar, which happens to be for sale in the country store. Cup of Sugar. 1, 2. My neighbor plays his music for our whole neighborhood. I wouldn't really mind the volume if his taste was any good. He said he saw me on the TV, said he kinda liked my song. I'll be honest, it surprised me. Maybe he's not always wrong. I try to pick my battles, don't want to start a war. If I need a cup of sugar, I'll knock on my neighbor's door. I see him out a lot more often. Now the weather's nice again. If people ever saw us talking, they might even think we're friends. 20 years he's been my neighbor, still don't know what makes him tick. One rule I know to follow, don't bring up politics. I try to pick my battles, don't want to start a war. If I need a cup of sugar, I'll knock on my neighbor's door. We watched our kids grow up together. We called them in, but it got dark outside. I loaned him my tools, swam in his pool, brought funerals when somebody dies. Now my neighbor's on vacation on some western tourist trail. I'll cut his grass when it gets tall. I told him I'd take in his mail. And in this world there's lots of trouble, doesn't matter where you are. Jesus said to love your neighbor, but you don't have to go that far. I try to pick my battles, I don't want to start a war. If I need a cup of sugar, I'll knock on my neighbor's door. Gonna walk around the fence between us, I won't go running to the store. I won't pay a cup of sugar, I'll knock on my neighbor's door. Thank you, folks. Really appreciate that. We want to send a birthday wish out to, well, is anybody having a birthday right today out in the crowd? If you are, jump up in the air, all right? Jump up in the air. I want to see you. Just jump up and down a couple times. Okay. There must be somebody doing that. I want to wish you a birthday if you had one earlier this year or going to have one later, or if you're born on February 29th. If you don't fall into that category, or if your birthday's not today, we'd like you to leave the festival, please. But this we're going to dedicate this to somebody listening out in Wichita, Kansas today. That's Nancy Avery.
Happy birthday, Nancy. It's her 70th.
70th birthday, Nancy Avery. Give her happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Nancy Avery. Happy birthday to you. We love y'all. I'm going to put my capo on and get this thing ready. 70 years old. I'm playing my last Telluride Bluegrass Festival in my 60s today. So, what the heck? And you know, you get old, things change, you got to slow down, you got to figure out different ways of doing things. Some things you just don't do. And you know, when it was lightning and hailing and crazy last night, and you know, I'm going, geez, at least the weather's better than 6 feet under, and the pay's a lot better too. He was leaning on the shovel and he rolled the smoke. Said, listen here, buddy, this ain't no joke. Takes about as long as this cigarette to tell you everything I know. Nothing to do with being satisfied, liking the work that we do. But the weather is better than 6 feet under, and the pay's a lot better too. A lot better too. A lot better too. The weather is better than 6 feet under, and the pay's a lot better too. I've never really been anywhere, and I reckon I never will. But I couldn't tell you if the grass is greener on the far side of the hill. But I keep my eyes open wide, this I know to be true. The weather is better than 6 feet under, and the pay's a lot better too. A lot better too. A lot better too. The weather is better than 6 feet under, and the pay's a lot better too. That's all the wisdom that you're gonna get from a hand-rolled bugle to a cigarette. Next break we take, I'll roll another if you ain't got it yet. If this job's too hard, you can quit today. See what that will do. But the weather is better than 6 feet under, and it pays a lot better too. A lot better too. A lot better too. The weather is better than 6 feet under, and it pays a lot better too. A lot better too. A lot better too. The weather is better than 6 feet under, and it pays a lot better too. Well, technically it's still spring, folks, until the 21st. We saw a little bit of summer in Nashville for sure. Came back around, got a little spring-like again. This is more spring-like weather, I guess, for Telluride. And anyway, spring's a great thing. I think it's always reassuring to me. Fall is the season of regret. Winter is the season of fear and worry or something. And then the spring, anything's possible in the spring, and that's what's great. And Jan and I were in Ireland several years back. We were at a B&B at this really remote place, the kind of place where we asked the woman, I mean, it's just that kind of place. It's just a few people and a whole bunch of sheep live around there in that immediate area. The woman at the B&B, nice older lady, we asked her, you know, after being there a couple of days, we said, are you from right around here? Were you born here? She says, oh no, I'm from 3 miles away. People don't accept me here. But we were a place like that. We went out on a little drive, and we got to where we were just driving on a couple tire tracks, and it was just all these sheep jumping around, little lambs, brand new lambs. One of the most beautiful sights in spring. And then last spring we wrote this song. I'll send this out to all the lambs out there, all the little lambs. And the lamb family sitting down here in the front. They got a bunch of little grandkid lambs. Little lamb, grand lambs.
Grand lambs.
1 and 2. Little lamb, looks like spring came back around on the hillside. You're jumping up and down, lifts my heart up. See you scamper once again, you wouldn't understand. Little lamb, little winter is long. It gets so dark and cold, it reminds me how I keep on getting old. And I was young once, but I won't be young again, you wouldn't understand. Little lamb, little lamb, little lamb, little lamb. Looks like spring came back around on the hillside. You're jumping up and down, lifts my heart up. See you scamper once again, you wouldn't understand. Little lamb, little lamb. Just like magic, how the seasons come and go, it reassures me in a way you never know. Living and dying, walk along hand in hand, you wouldn't understand. Little lamb, little lamb, little lamb, little lamb. Looks like spring came back around on the hillside. You're jumping up and down, lifts my heart up. See you scamper once again, you wouldn't understand. Little lamb, little lamb. watching, keeping you in line, your mama too. She sees you're doing fine, a year will go by. This'll all happen once again, you wouldn't understand. Little lamb, little lamb, little lamb, little lamb. Looks like spring came back around on the hillside. You're jumping up and down, and lifts my heart up. See you scamper once again, you wouldn't understand. Little lamb, little lamb. Little lamb, little lamb. Hey, thank you very much, folks. You know, Shad and I love to play the fiddle tunes. I collect fiddle tunes like some people collect stamps, and it's one of my main hobbies. And if you play bluegrass anyway, even if you don't play the fiddle, every day really is a diddle-eye day. A little song I wrote with Ronnie Bowman here, Diddle-eye Day. 1 and 2 and 3. The rooster crow, caffeine up, and here I go, Lord, I pray. It's a diddle-eye day. Got me a list of 100 dues. I reach down to tie my shoes. I'm on my way. It's a diddle-eye day. Diddle-eye day. Diddle-eye, oh, diddle-eye, hey, diddle-eye, whistle, diddle-eye, say, diddle in the middle of the fiddle I play. It's a diddle-eye day. Put my feet down in the creek, wait a little while on the hickory stick, then sing a little lick. 'Cause it's a diddle-eye day. Walk the dogs or slop the hogs, and I might even saw some logs just because it's a diddle-eye day. Diddle-eye day. Diddle-eye, oh, diddle-eye, hey, diddle-eye, whistle, diddle-eye, say, diddle in the middle of the fiddle I play. It's a diddle-eye day. Get your banjo, sing me a song, pass around that demijohn, dance a step to old lost John. Diddle-eye, oh, diddle-eye, hey, diddle-eye, whistle, diddle-eye, say, diddle in the middle of the fiddle I play. It's a diddle-eye day. Cornbread, I like beans, and I like hanging in the bluegrass scene, and every day is a diddle-eye day. Diddle-eye day.
I got some O's and A's wrong. So we do like that.
Woo, baby, so we got All right, folks. Let me tune this thing back up normal. Jan's going to sing a song. We were visiting with some friends who were having a tough time, and we were driving away, and it didn't seem like they could figure their situation out, and we were driving away, and Jan said, well, you know, she can't, and I said, he won't, and then we both together said, and they'll never. And so I filed that away on a scrap of paper in my wallet, and later we wrote a song about a completely different group of people. But here's Jan to sing she can't, he won't, and they'll never. 1, 2, 3,
It's one of those days he doesn't feel like talking. He called in sick and then he took off walking. There's a torn up picture in a broken frame. He doesn't answer when she calls his name. She wants to find the right words to say to turn his back around, but she can't, and he won't, and they'll never. She can't, and he won't, and they'll never. She gets in the car and she shuts the door. She's been sitting there for an hour or more. She doesn't turn her head, she doesn't turn the key. She's got no place that she wants to be. She wants to tell him he'll have to leave if he isn't gonna change his ways, but she can't, and he won't, and they'll never. She can't, and he won't, and they'll never. She tells herself, I never have my own time. Nothing here I can really call mine. Her folks are gone and the kids are grown. She could try to make it on her own. She wonders if she could ever live alone. She might not ever know, but she can, and he won't. She can, and he won't, and they'll never. She can't, and he won't, and they'll never.
All right, folks, well, we've been doing a lot of work getting this new record out. Jan and I in our little cottage industry, in our little cottage, being very industrious over there in Nashville. And we got some folks got advanced listens to the record. And this next song, the next song is called The Anchor. The guy asked what it's about. And maybe, you would have to be of a certain age to know right away what it's about. So I'll just say, let's see. It's about Walter Cronkite. They call me Uncle Walter. Don't think that's quite right. I'm more like some old worn-out slipper you wear after work at night. I don't deny they called me America's most trusted man. But when you're the head of a hard-working team, you do the best job you can. It was hard to be the anchor, ride ship in tight. Big ship from sinking, Lord knows each night I try. covered every last bit of the news in 25 minutes could handle. Apollo 11 to the Watergate, every triumph and every scandal. It warmed our hearts to see a man on the moon and to hear the Beatles sing. But it hurt to see the killings of JFK and Martin Luther King. It was hard to be the anchor, to ride the shifting tide, keep the big ship from sinking. Lord knows each night I tried. 3 networks played the national news at the same time every night. Frank Reynolds and David Brinkley and I had to balance the left and right. Back in our day they had a fairness rule, came down from the FCC. Tell both sides of the story so everyone could see. And now my time is come and gone, I watch from the heavens high. Very few that will tell the truth, and most won't even try. There's a market for every kind of news, told in every kind of way. And the salesmen play on our hopes and fears and make us poor people pay. It was hard to be the anchor, ride the ship and tide, keep the big ship from sinking. Lord knows each night I tried. Well, it was hard to be the anchor, ride the ship and tide, keep the big ship from sinking. Lord knows each night I tried. And that's the way it is. Saturday, June 17th, 2023. Thank you very much, folks. Appreciate it. We miss Walter. You know, folks, I'm a student of history, and the more I read about it, the less I know. And I used to think everything was really screwed up right now, but it's been screwed up forever, turns out. And I don't think Walter Cronkite, I mean, he did the best job he could, but it was impossible. One guy that knew it was screwed up and put his head on it and put his actions into it was a guy named John Lewis. We're going to sing a song about John Lewis, the civil rights activist and U.S. congressman, made a big difference in our world today. When you pray, move your feet. That was his motto, African proverb, which means put your thoughts and your prayers into action. If you know it, sing along. When you pray, move your feet. Bring your love to the people you meet. Get out your chair, walk the street. When you pray, move your feet. Feel like lightning in your hand when you reach out and help your fellow man. Stronger, stronger the more you do. Each and every time you follow through when you pray. So when you pray, move your feet. Bring your love to the people you meet. Get out your chair, walk the street. When you pray, move your feet. Well, I tell my lover everything I know. I take her with me everywhere I go. And it's understood that we're hand in hand. It means much more when we take a stand. True love travels from heart to heart. That's always there when you're ready to start. Up along in a steep and a winding road. Love's gonna help you to lift that load. So when you pray, move your feet. his love to the people you meet. Get out your chair, walk the street. When you pray, move your feet. Winds blow, the clouds rain down. Move your feet and make a joyful sound. The Lord is listening and watching too. He'll keep you safe and he'll push you through. John Lewis is gone, the words ring on and on and on. Clap your hands, help me sing his song, Good Trouble. Move your feet cause we can't stop till we reach that mountain top. So when you pray, move your feet. Pray his love to the people you meet. Get out your chair, walk the street. When you pray, move your feet. When you pray, move your feet. Bring his love to the people you meet. Get out your chair, walk the street. When you pray, move your feet.
Folks, it doesn't get very much any better than this anywhere you go. And Telluride Bluegrass, what a great way to kick off the summer, folks. Let's give a hand to the festival staff, all the volunteers. Planet Bluegrass does an amazing job. They keep tweaking it and getting it better and better every year. I want to thank all the folks that founded the festival, Fred Shellman, J.B. Kuster, and Picker, and the rest of them, and especially Craig Ferguson for taking up the reins and making this thing go. Back in 1973, 50 years ago, I was at a festival in Berryville, Virginia, and I met a bunch of people that I picked with in the campground. And one of them was a guy named Arthur Knapp. And Arthur he said, what are you doing? I said, where do you live? I said, well, I live in West Virginia, but I'm moving to Colorado, I think, next month in the fall. He said, me too. I'm going out there too. And we picked and we had a good time. And I remembered Arthur, and one day I was playing with this band in a little bar. We were playing with the Ophelia Swing Band, Pastor Mustard, and we were playing in a Lost Night down there in Boulder. This guy came in. Well, Arthur came in with this guy, and he introduced us on the break. His name was Fred Shellman. He said, Fred's putting on a festival. He wants you guys to go down there and play down in Telluride. We said, fine, we'd love to do that. And of course, we drove down here that June, and 1974, that is. I'm sorry, I moved to Colorado 74. That's right, it was 74 I moved. So anyway, I've got my chronological stuff wrong. But anyway, that following February, Fred came to the bar with Arthur, and we came down here and played in 1975. And you drive into this canyon, and you come up out of the down valley there, and you finally see this box canyon with the waterfall and the snow-capped peaks, and your breath is taken away, and then it's always the same every time you come here. It's like amazing. How can it be that way 50 years later? Made up my mind to go someplace so far away, I headed west. They thought I said goodbye, no hugs or tears that way. It's probably for the best. Sent cards along the way, said I was looking for a brand new life. But I never settled down. My wanderlust would always cut the ties like a knife.
Sometimes the lonesome wind, he calls out just like it knows me. But on a night like this, when I don't know where to go, it shows me the way. 'Cause he knows me, my brother well. He's lonely too, he takes me away. I always looked ahead, I was so afraid I'd be caught behind. Follow the crooked stream to places I have never been, in one more highway sign. I'm like some other guys, I might count the hours till the day will end. But it's not so I can rest, for me it's the time that's best, talking to my friend. 'Cause he knows me, my brother well. He's lonely too, he takes me away. Life is gone and the only home I ever had is open road. My skin's all cracked and brown, I'm married to the desert ground and the dusty wind that always blows. And I never made a mark, I just scattered footsteps on the shifting sand. Whatever pushes me, it's something only he could ever understand. 'Cause he knows me, my brother well. He's lonely too, he takes me away. He knows me, my brother well. Too, and he takes me away. So let's do Feed My Sheep. Maybe we got time. Yeah. I think. Well, no, let's do More Love. Sorry. I'm trying to figure out the set list as we go here. We got a song that's helped me purchase several major appliances around the house. After being recorded by the Dixie Chicks, who became successful, they shortened their name to just the Chicks. It's like Garth, the Chicks, you know, Sting. That's when you're successful. Jesus. This is, you know, this is really the message of the Gospels. More love. One, two, three, 1, 2. I'm so close to you now, but I'm so far away. There's a silence between us, the so much to say. You're my strength, you're my weakness, you're my faith, you're my doubt. Gotta meet in the middle, we'll work this thing out. More love, I can hear our hearts crying. More love, I know that's all we need. More love to flow in between us, take us and hold us and lift us above. If there's ever an answer, it's more love. We're afraid to be idle, so we fill up the day. We run on the treadmill, keep slaving away. There's no time for talking about trouble in mind, and the doors are all closed between your heart and mine. More love, I can hear our hearts crying. More love, I know that's all we need. More love to flow in between us, take us and hold us and lift us above. If there's ever an answer, it's more love. Just look out around you, people fighting their wars. They think they'll be happy when they settle their scores. But let's lay down the weapons that keep us apart and be still for just a minute and try to open our hearts to more love. I can hear our hearts crying. More love, I know that's all we need. More love to flow in between us and take us and hold us and lift us above. An answer, it's more love. More love, give love, get love. More love. I should have changed you on the second chorus there. Folks, they say you, thank you very much. You know, oxygen to the brain is really important, and I think I'm suffering. But it's, you know, I'd like to make a blanket apology for anything I have said or done today, or been in the last 46 years, 48 years, whatever it is, here at Telluride. This is actually my 46th visit to this festival, and I can't think of a nicer thing to do. Anyway, I want to remember everybody that's played here in the past. The people have gone on, like John Hartford, Doc Watson, Steve Goodman, a lot of the staff that have passed on. Charles Sawtell, a good buddy. So many of them, and they're not here, but they are here. And let's remember them real quick for just a real quick minute. Thank you. It's almost as quiet as Chris Seeley's set. We were listening to Nickel Creek last night from the safety of our room, and really enjoyed that. I guess we missed Chris Seeley almost falling off the stage. So that's why you want to hang around. Anyway, we're old, and at least Jen and I, we like going back to the condo and having a glass of wine and going to bed and turning the radio on. It's kind of nice. Anyway, we're going to end with one, the Bluegrass key of B. This is on our new record, Cup of Sugar. We'll be out there at the country store anybody wants to come by and say hello, we'll sign your CD or your LP, Cup of Sugar. Here's a song we recorded with Del McCoury singing and playing the guitar. And another good song for the spring, you know. You get a little cabin fever. And even if it's a little too early to get out there and, you know, sunbathe, it's time to open up the gate and let the horses run. Thank you very much, folks, for being here today. Let the horses run.
Broke. Now the sun shines down on new grass, the steam come up like smoke. There's chores that I can find to do, I'll leave them all undone. Time to open up the gate, let the horses run. Let the horses run. Let the horses run. Let the horses run. Time to open up the gate, let the horses run. So it can wait for now. We're just flying over, spring not yet begun. Time to open up the gate, let the horses run. Let the horses run. Let the horses run. Let the horses run. Time to open up the gate, let the horses run. Southwest 40, that's a fence I'm needing a man. It's also true I'm overdue to catch up with my friends. I'm gonna change my dreams and drive to town, try to find some fun. It's time to open up the gate, let the horses run. Let the horses run. Let the horses run. Let the horses run. Time to open up the gate, let the horses run. Came down last night, the weather broke. The sun shines down on new grass and the steam comes up like smoke. There's chores that I can find to do, I'll leave them all undone. Time to open up the gate, let the horses run. Let the horses run. Let the horses run. Let the horses run. Time to open up the gate, let the horses run. Let the horses run. Let the horses run. Let the horses run. Time to open up the gate, let the horses run. Give another hand to Shed Cobb, Jan Tribicius, Noam Pikelny, Mike Bubb. I'm Tim O'Brien if you like the show. If not, I'm Jerry Springer. She said, if you love me, feed my sheep. He said, if you love me, feed my sheep. There's 99 safe fed to fold, some are straying in the cold. He said, if you love me, feed my sheep.
Tell me who
did Jesus mean when he gave us urgent plea?
Tell me
Who did Jesus mean? Was it you or was it me? There's 99 safe in the fold, some are straying in the cold.
He said, if you love me, feed my sheep. Well, he said, if you love me, feed my sheep. He said, if you love me, feed my sheep. When Sam's at hunger roam, chilling winds would often blow. He said, if you love me, feed my sheep.
Tell me
Who did Jesus mean when he gave this urgent plea?
Tell me
Who did Jesus mean, was it you or was it me? There's 99 safe in the fold, some straying in the cold. He said, if you love me, feed my sheep. That's all we got time for, folks, and Jan's gonna sing the chorus one more time.
Tell me
Who did Jesus mean when he gave this urgent plea?
Tell me
Who did Jesus mean, was it you or was it me? There's 99 safe in the fold, some straying in the cold. He said, if you love me, feed my sheep. There's 99 safe in the fold, some straying in the cold. He said, if you love me, feed my sheep. Stay tuned for Sierra Farrell. More West Virginia music, folks. Thank you very much.
Don't touch that dial.